Go do a quick little thing. I'm a bumper. Yay, that's taken care of. Alrighty, hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 78 of my live stream playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. Last left off, we managed to get over to the Ruby Sea, and we met the Confederacy. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of a few things, and then we will go ahead and push on. Huh. We'll get rid of Owlin, I guess. Alrighty. I really don't have anything that will work out too well. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Yeah, so we're at a Nokoro. I do have a turn-in somewhere else. Ruby Price. Yeah. Which would be one of my thingamajigers. A lot of stuff. Alright, so let's go to Nokoro. Get this started. I've almost got alchemy to 60, which means I'll have every class to 60. Crafting wise. Alrighty. Let us continue the story. Well, what brings you hither, of all places? Were you not bound for Arthur's shores? I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject. No? Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me, I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Just like that, an audience with their leader. How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people. This will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. There we go. Here we go. Oh, he's up further. Whoopsies. It's Rasho. A drink. Greetings. You must be Rasho, leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. Gosetsu, former leader of the rebellion. Aye, I know of him. Why he bade you petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Isari? The Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With the guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remains secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality. If you would excuse us. Hey Hero, I know it didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're of the same mind. It is little wonder they refused. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. Wait, I can't jump down off this? Really? Independent merchant. What do you got items-wise? I don't remember checking. You got nothing. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. I mean, I could just literally walk up and play around with their weapons. For all they know, I'm like sabotaging them. Probably going to the dock to check on the boat, maybe? Yep. Stacked freight. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. I thought I'd be checking up on a boat or something. Huh. Maybe I could still be checking up on a boat, because there's a dock right here. Taking an interest in the ship. Heck, good eye. She's not much to look at, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like the Sekibune, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently. What would those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around? If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? Basically, they're getting screwed by the Imperials as well. They're not gonna hop in the bed with us just in case we're a lost cause. A hard life is still a life. That's the way they're thinking. Had a good look around, then we just need to wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansui said, they have no intention of standing up to Yatsu. I don't know if you two got a different impression or not. I think the situation is coming to a head. I agree, it's obvious that they are struggling to survive and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later. Deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk, that we could be valuable allies in the fight. Yeah, but we want to stay hidden. What better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance? Like usual. Won't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that. And you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of Inokuro, you two take the east. Good luck. Yay, I got a new emote. You have learned the emote Eastern Bow. See if I can't hit 68 today. The solace of the sea. Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores. Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Aokumo below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly. Lefty! No. Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman, unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raise a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. Get stuck on the railing. The arrows of misfortune. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a Gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you are about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in Gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be a courageous sort. I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. The last voyage. You there, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an Aura, a new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Inokuro? He is late in returning. A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. Alright, so looks like everything's north of me. Oh, north and west. But since I'm already heading north, we're going to start with the north portion. Shiranui. That sounds familiar as well. Ugh, why does it shift and shutter still? Medicines, give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind as is Afumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. Haha. Then we'll just sweep west. Cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. I discovered a new location. Cast about for the Confederate recruit, and at last spy a young Ari man lurking behind the rocks to the west. Who are you? You do not look like a man of the Confederacy. Forgive me, but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it, for the sea is our home now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. Yeah, very spiritual way of seeing things. Chewing a lot of XP up. I'd say 5 more quests after I turn these 3 in, and I should hit 68. Yay. Oh, it's this Gyuki we came in. It told us that there were people here. Oh, you're in for it now. Need my crit. Sweet. Now I've got it all. Oops. Get away from me. I don't need Gyuki hides anymore. And even if I did need them, I could just send my retainer out. Ever since I've been working on this character instead of my main, I've been finding a lot more value in retainer ventures. Helps me farm stuff a lot faster. Faster than spending my coin, I should say. You've been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Gyuki corpse. I see I do not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. I pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Gyuki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused when possible. A prudent measure become necessary. Alas, with every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies, and in that must we take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Gyuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. So, what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel? Huh. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Yeah, the funny thing is with this car, if you can't fly... Oops, I jumped right over the rail. My bad. Do like a little hydraulic boost. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'll stop using it. Ah, I lied. I'll use it all much as I damn well please. Woo! The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once a Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you too will renounce your ties and join us someday. Aye, I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Tansui unfolded all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. Alice's stones. A grilled turban. Critical hit, nice. Savage might. Determination, not too shabby. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Heh, now that you mention it. I believe you've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with their fish. Damnedest thing I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. Got the cold of thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. Oops. Sun-ripened chum. Getting closer to 68. Toss the chum in. I gotcha. Down for the count. Rushed. You're there now. Down for the count. Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn, before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked us if we were Doman. They're Yatsu's catchers, I know it. First Isari and now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. Glad that they came back with this car mount. I got a multi-character. I can basically carry a light party in this. Got 3 passenger seats. Sorry, I like hopping a lot. Ah, there you are, hero. I heard you went shark hunting. We two did our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression than when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I am told. She'd like to think we have proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates? Surely Yatsu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least I should like to think he cannot. Alright, give me 2 seconds. I got like this weird... I think I've got like a fingerprint on my glasses or something. It's really screwing with my eyesight, and I've already got a pretty bad cluster headache as it is. Brewing, and I'm just straining my eyes even more. I have this nice little pocket cloth. Wasn't very expensive, but it works like a friggin' charm. I don't need any cleaner or anything. Just gotta give it a few little wipes. Oh, so much better. I don't have to try and look through or around the damn smudge on my glasses. If I feel like, if it seems like I'm out of it voice-wise and everything, and like, you know, my chattiness, it's due to the fact that I'm like groggy from pain. Now I need a swig of drink right-faced. Pardon me for upkeeping. Ah, much better. Let's get the raw show. I'd like to actually get into Yanksha today.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction.
Yep.
So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Ask me again later. Oh, do I be sarcastic? Yes, I will be.
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade, and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
I'm kind of half tempted just to push the last few levels on my warrior just so I can go ahead and get the gear. But at the same time, I also don't want to I don't want to inflate my level because it's my main class. I don't want to hop to a different class for the storyline. I like to stay as my warrior. Ah, my nose itches. Thank you for placing your faith in me. All that remains is to carry out our promise, ambitious as it is. I kind of anticipated that happening. More direct hit. Under the sea. Oof, that's yeah, nice reference. So alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the red. Those who belong to the blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the blue on the Isle of Becco. There you will find a cave, the rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where is Lise? We cannot leave without her. I thought I was doing this alone anyways. I got one new mission to pick up over here. This is more than likely an Aether Current. Hansaku. Yep. And it's also earrings that are completely useless, but I will be getting crit. Pulling double booty. Your clothes, your manner. You must be a man of Eorzea. Yes, I am. Do you know of the East Aldenar Trading Company, then? I hear they're a fairly prosperous vendor where you're from. Kinda, yeah. Your acquaintances with the Kugane branch office owner. Ho ho, the chief's been searching high and low for a well-connected man such as yourself. Oh, but before we get into that, allow me to introduce myself. I am Hansaku, and you would be... I'm Hiro. Hiro? That should be easy enough to remember. Now, Hiro, do me a favor and meet with the chief, would you? Ever since those damned Garleans strengthened their grip on Hingashi, our contacts in Kugane have quit trading with us. He could really use your help in establishing a new business partner. Please, I wouldn't ask if I wasn't desperate. You see, I only just joined the Confederacy. Life has been hard, really hard for me lately, and if things were to fall apart here, I'd have nowhere to go. To the west of this place is a tiny lodge. The chief should be there. Unfortunately, I cannot leave my post to show you there, but I trust you'll find it easily enough. I'm counting on you, Hiro. Well, we're gonna go talk with Lise first, and then we'll go do that. Hiro, what is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promise. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Lise, you. Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save, and we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right. Before we first traveled to Garabania, I was in Limsa Laminza visiting a friend. A young child who had been through a great deal. It's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back I passed a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when this is all over, hero, too, and I won't take no for an answer. What about your Stella? We never hear the end of it. Alright, your Stella too, once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. You know, I haven't been playing around with this in a while. Huh, I have one to the northwest. It's not that far. Was there one up on the Confederacy? Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back up there at some point. Uh-oh. Gentlemen, since you refuse to pay the ruby tithe with coin, you shall instead be paying with your blood. I believe an arm each will suffice. Wait, we're with the East Aldenard Trading Company. I suggest you think twice about this. When word of this gets back, you'll be the ones to pay. Oh, you should have said so sooner. Suzume, see that our distinguished guests are escorted to our best room in the dungeons. I shall go and sharpen my knives. You heard the man. Get up and start walking. I trust you stuck around this long because there was something you wished to discuss with me. Make it quick. As you can see, I'm a very busy man. So at last we are joined by someone actually associated with the East Aldenard Trading Company. Excellent. The kami have thrown us a lifeline, sir. That said, what was the fool thinking? Hansaku should have had the courtesy to accompany our honored guest here. Please allow me to apologize on his behalf, master. It seems the ill manners of our subordinate have begun to rub off on us. We have not yet introduced ourselves. I am Tsukikage, and this is my right hand, Suzume. Well, it seems Hansaku has touched upon the gist of our troubles. Please allow me to fill you in on the details. As you know, all boats seeking safe passage to the Ruby Sea must pay our levy, the Ruby Tithe. Give us more than we ask, and we might even provide you with men to guide your ship through especially difficult waters. For as far back as anyone can remember, the system has been in place, enduring even after Doma was occupied by the Imperials. While the Empire has always shown little interest in our activities, with Yatsu's rise to power, that has changed. The Royal Viceroy has banned the merchants of Kugane from bartering with us or paying our tolls. With those Bakufu dogs backing her, everyone is far too terrified to disobey. Many outside the port city are also looking to use the current state of affairs to avoid paying their dues, like the two we just took into custody. When we have confiscated their goods without our contact in Kugane to purchase them, they are of little value to us. Thus we look to Author. If we are able to establish a trade agreement with their biggest vendor, our worries would be over. It is, however, something we cannot accomplish alone. I would look to you for help. Now I'm quite certain the men on the ship we seize are lying about their affiliation. Suzume, show him. This flag and the items we found aboard the vessel do not appear to belong to the East Aldenard Trading Company. We must, however, be certain. We cannot risk raising the ire of a potential trading partner by attempting to sell them their own goods. Quick note, I kinda wish that some of the horn shapes that the male Aura have were allowed to be on the female. Like these dudes' horns right now, I would love on the female Aura. Unfortunately, they're like dainty, and I'm like, with the character models. Please take the flag back and Suzume's inventory list to one of your contacts at their Kugane branch and inquire as to whether any of it It is from one of their ships. Sure thing. Alright, so there is an aether current somewhere up top. I need to go and snag it before I leave. Me apologies. $12 yalms to the west. It's on top here. Gotcha. Yeah, this is actually kind of poor architecture because water is just going to collect up here when it rains. You need a collection system, otherwise you're going to just stress your roof. So I'm going that way. So we're just going to ride out here and then around. Ah, my retainers are coming back with ventures. Oops. Squint. I'm like a dolphin. This is part of the reason why it's annoying in the Ruby Sea, is because since you can't fly, you have to swim slowly out. Splish, splash, splish, splash. More XPs. Oh, for all of you guys wondering why I'm skipping out on this place, the attunement, I can't get to it yet. I think I'm heading towards there now, though. Squint. Yay, I made landfall. I think this is the Isle of Becco, though to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Rasho said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. It's been so long since I've done this. Give me 2 seconds, I gotta respond to a message. Alright. That was a quick response. Hey, an aether current. Onkyo's in my way. Eat my crits. Probably all the way over there at Isame, or Isari, I should say. Oh. There's the cave. could just jump straight down, but I don't feel like doing it. Let's take the scenic route, the route they intended for us. Search for the Blue Kojin village. I thought it was gonna be that that portal over there. Guess not.
Is that light I see up ahead?
Wow. Oh, it's the 8th right.
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Ha, Soderban.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
Mizu's water, I don't remember what Tama was. My Japanese, though severely limited, is even worse off because I have hardly used it. How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. And again, nothing is a bonus. And it's skill speed. Blech. Of Kojin and Kami. So tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? Well, listen to that. That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable agreement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunchin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. You can mount up in here. That's a very large spot. Let's go to the Blue Merchant right fast. See if there's anything to purchase item-wise. Nope. You remember the Zloe character? There's a character in here that you can end up befriending like Zloe and turn in for goodies. Yay, Aetherite. Were there any other vendors, or was that it? No, it looks like that was it. Darn.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge? or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters.
Smart move.
To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red brothers live by the sword, we Blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Side quests completed.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
Oh, I think this might culminate in a trial.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Yeah. Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yasaki no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, drowning? Fear not. There is a ritual I could perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested onkyo carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see through the shells and Lise can look for the coral. Hero, would you go and find an Unkyo and relieve it of its carapace? Yay, I'm gonna get the chance to be able to breathe in underwater. This is an interesting aspect that they added to Stormblood that I don't think that they have had expanded upon since. They basically made it so that the zones had an extra layer to them, because you can zone underwater and explore. So thus, kind of each map is two. Unfortunately, they haven't really expounded upon that since Stormblood. And they probably won't go back to it anytime soon. Down for the counts. I think I might be able to use this as a shortcut. Shortcut! Still considered me taking damage by falling in the water. Sliding in the sand. Well, have you the Unkyo carapace? Yes, I do, right here. How splendid they are. The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasaki no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Ha ha ha! Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is a region of the west. The shellless of Sui no Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You should do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Ryan have been here as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. We are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Oh, I think, yeah, this one's should level me. In Soraban we trust. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to the western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. Time to hit 68, yeah. Had to make sure that Tommy Mizu didn't have any blue quests. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths, receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Too bad it never brought Blitzball to this game.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time, come on!
Diving has been unlocked. Owing to Soroban's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamizu and Suinosado can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press circle. Should you become separated from your steeds, speak with Soroban and Tamamizu to mount a striped ray. must be Suino Sato, the Ryan village Soraban told us about. Right then, let's see if we can't help. If they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. I know this is at least going to give me a dungeon. You may now perform underwater emotes. Level up! Now you got Shake It Off. Forever and ever apart. Spell speed's not too bad. If this is Suino Sato, then Shiosai, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in this direction. Though, now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. So, this is our man. Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Hiro and Elise. We're looking for the overseer of Suino Sato, Shiosai. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. So you are the man we're looking for. Great, we need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasaki no. Stop, I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Chirp, chirp. Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for dinner. I could do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Sorry, I thought I was hearing some noise. I was. I don't know what it's from. Probably a neighbor. Suino Sato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui, we Ryan enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives. But it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess in her wisdom decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suino Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Well, that was a frosty reception. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Girabania is not the only place with walls. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. Actually, the Hall of Doom.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and it's still filthier clientele.
It's a lot of blood on the floor.
'Tis scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oath go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it.
Hey, that says gaol, not jail.
Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid...
When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make him pay.
In darkness, the Magatama dreams. We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, hero? Try talking Shisui around. Could ask the villagers if they know anything. Sorbonne sent us here. Mayhap we should ask him. Find some red Kojin and encourage them to talk. Sorbonne sent us. Right. You're the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Mine apologies, I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my wife, Unagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must, our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. It would be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. Kami be praised, she lives. She lives. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's alright. We had no idea she hailed from Sui no Sato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious of the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yangsha. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left years later to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe, surely there is something we could do for these people. They who gave her aid and succor when no other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasaki no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye it is as jade. When bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish there was something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. Oh, there is a class tier, class tier, class tier. Gonna check the merchant as a secondary option. Darn, you don't sell any. I was hoping to see some more Castrian rolls. Kurenai. The Palace of Lost Souls. Bloody Gill. Oh, my ring adds more. You are a man from above. I am Kurenai, sister to the Ruby Princess, the ruler of these seas. Your bearing bespeaks a strength and courage few possess. I have been waiting for one such as yourself to arrive. Though not many know it, the Ruby Princess's life currently hangs in the balance. That's not good. A few days ago, a man cloaked in black visited Shisui of the Violet Tides. He claimed he had come to bestow a blessing of holy protection upon the palace. The incantation he muttered instead drew forth a terrible spirit, which took possession of my sister's body. Not long after, similar wraiths of the void began to surge forth, overtaking the palace and stealing the souls of her nearby guards. Shiosai immediately evacuated everyone and has since barred people from entering or leaving the palace. Officially, the Ruby Princess is conducting a private ceremony. None but Shiosai and I know the truth. We have placed a seal over Shisui of the Violet Tides to prevent any of the wraiths within from escaping. However, it will not hold for much longer. Shiosai grows more convinced by the hour that we must destroy the dome and everyone within it, including my sister. I beseech you, man of the land, lend unto me your might. Please, find a way to save her. I cannot make any promises. I'll see that she is kept from danger. Thank you. Truly, I know not what I would have done had you said no. Now, please follow me. We must go and speak with Shiosai. I must meet with him to ensure he does not act prematurely and do something we will all regret. Alrighty. Where's Shiosai? There's Shiosai. This is gonna unlock a dungeon. And you are? Chirp, chirp. Lady Kurenai, what brings you here? What? My lady, you of all people must realize how incredibly dangerous it was for you to entrust another with our secrets. Much less a newcomer whose intentions we know not of. What other choice did I have? When the seal breaks, we will be forced to drown the palace and all souls within. Would you sooner have me sacrifice my sister and my people than turning to outside help? And you think that this man has some hidden power capable of delivering Suino Sato from untold disaster? I realize it is not in your nature to ask for assistance, but like it or not, there is little else we can do. No outcome could be worse than losing the Ruby Princess. Even you must realize we only stand to gain by requesting this man's aid. You have the right of it. Very well, I will give your friend until the next high tide to rescue the princess. If he fails, however, I will destroy the dome and atone for the deed with my life. Remember, my lady, should it come to this, you shall be the one to inherit the throne. Here, take this scroll. It will permit you to pass in the Shisui of the Violet Tides. I presume you are aware of where it is located. No. Not to worry, I shall show him there. The palace lies just beyond the turquoise trench. Before we leave, however, there is one last thing I must share with you. I was not entirely truthful in everything I have told you. Plot twist. It is nothing that affects our current predicament, but it is nevertheless a lie I mean to set straight once this is all over. Forgive me. If it was something I could tell you now, I would. Damn, it's all the way over there. Woo! This wreck is the selfsame vessel of which Sorbonne spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, hero. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. To find the Yakasaki no Magatama, you will need to search the area marked on your map. Use your lamp to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure and claim it. Though you cannot say for certain, you must think you glimpse a flickering light in the distance. For an instant you spy a flash of light. You are getting closer. There, peeping out from beneath a fine layer of sand, you spy something shimmering. Oh, I have to obtain it. My bad. I thought I'd already grabbed it. I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosetsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, hero? This is it. The Yasakani no Magatama. Blech. Exactly as Sorbonne described. It would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. The whims of the divine. Much as I would like to return and thank Yugiri's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. I say we make for Tamamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, hero. Once we arrive, present it to the elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. I'm just gonna continuously gain XP as I travel further along and uncover more of the map. We are getting closer and closer. Just gotta finish this XP bar and then one more XP bar and we're good to go. $510 yards. Yo, almost north. Apparently I gotta go down. Dive, dive, dive. These are the gates to the palace. Inside are the Ruby Princess and her guards. Thank you, hero. Though he might not show it, Shiosai is secretly very grateful to you too. The thought of having to kill the Ruby Princess, however indirectly, has been tormenting him. Now, there's not much time left, so let us make our way in. You have the scroll of entry, correct? Remember, you will be unable to pass through the gates without it. The Shisui Violet Tides has been added. Oops. No. withdraw right fast. I need Sheep Sweet of Violet Tides. The north. We're going north. Lefty! This is the fastest way I learned how to just go straight up. There's just spinning circles, because if you just go up, you're doing this. Although you might still be doing the same thing. Might be the same speed, I'm not sure. I don't know for a fact. It's super dark. Kind of scary. So deep. Need to go higher. Come on, break. Break past the land. Oh, no. Don't want to leave the water yet. Otherwise I'll have to swim for it. 527 northwest. It's in the west, so it means it's on this area. So I need to find a way to get up on this sucker. Maybe this is a spot I can hop up on? No. Not even close. If I discover the area, I should be able to find something, hopefully soon. I'm super close to being just under 2 million away from 69. And then it'll just be that bar, and then I hit 70, and yay! New gear. I sincerely can't wait to equip the new gear. And do the warrior chain. Is there really no way for me to get in there right now? Or did I go the wrong way? Heal away now. usually my go-to solo dungeon unsynced whenever I need Grand Company seals. First boss time. Let's do this. Cooldowns for this part. He gets a damage debuff. Down for the count. Healing. Bending. Grab this chest. I have faith in my healer. Mayhem. I love it. Too bad I can't be 68. Let's shake it up, building. Ah. Spanked. It's the Ruby Princess, the one we're supposed to save. Didn't work. Molded pruny. lot of damage. A lot of healing. Alright, time to do the last few bits of trash. Crits. There's a treasure box over here we must get first. And there's another treasure box up top. Alrighty, so we already got that one. We'll take ourselves over this way. So this will prevent us from having to deal with the bomb fish. I'm pretty sure my healer will be most appreciative of. Yay! Now it's time for last boss. I have mapped the realm, Shisui of Violet Tides. Gross. I didn't even know that was a mouth. I forgot about that. Yeah, I got my 3 crits in. Eat my crits! Now we gotta kill these bubbles. Wow, that was quick. Bubbles exploded. Get rid of the mad stare. So close. Intercept. Oop, I was about to crit. Just take it down. We did it. Ha ha ha! We did it, we did it. Palace of Lost Souls is completed. That'll give us an Aether Current and some good XP to boot. I know not how to thank you. You saved them, hero. You saved all of them, even the Ruby Princess. While she is unharmed, she is currently unconscious. Shiosai has carried her to Sweet Osato, where she might rest undisturbed. It looks as though it will be a while before she wakes. Before we speak any further, however, let us return to the village. Curses for y'all putting me all the way back here. Ah. It gave me a huge spike on my XP, though, from my war, yeah? Unfortunately, the gear is out. I don't think it's high enough right now for me to get an actual upgrade out of it. Still, I believe at this point my Shire gear still outstrips the gear I can get currently. Maybe some crafted gear I can get that will help me, but that's probably about it. I want to find how to get to the Aether Current. So I'm gonna need it. We're gonna go this way though first. Nope, doesn't feel like that's the way, so I guess I won't be able to get to it right now. Curses. Lefty, take me back to Sweet Osato. They technically are the same. It's just I'm swapping out determination instead of skill speed. Which admittedly could be a bit better. Oh, back at Sweet Osato. Please allow me to once again thank you for your help. You may be happy to hear that the palace guards are all slowly beginning to return to their senses. It seems peace has finally been restored to the palace. You have saved everyone, including Shiosai, from an untimely death. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes, Sui no Sato would be exactly as it was before. I suppose we must simply be grateful for how well things turned out. Now that the worst of the storm has passed and the tides have begun to calm, it is time that I came clean. Fathoms below. The hour of truth is upon us, yet I am just unsure of where to begin. The Ruby Princess who quietly slumbers on, she Perhaps this will be easier to explain if you could look upon her as I speak. Please follow me. As you promptly disappear. Yeah. Shiosai will be bringing her out shortly. She should be but a few moments long. He should be but a few moments longer. Oh, Hisui, why? Why do you refuse to open your eyes? Hero, there is something you must know. I am not the Ruby Princess's younger sister. In fact, she has no sister. I am the Ruby Princess, ruler of Sui no Sato. The slumbering girl before you goes by the name of Hisui and is my dearest friend. We have known one another since childhood. Your Grace, I am entirely to blame. Had I been more prepared, more aware, Lady Hisui would not be in this sorry state. You see, a few days ago we received visitors from the outside. They had come to perform a court ritual. To protect the Ruby Princess from any potential dangers, we decided to conceal her true identity. I had her lady-in-waiting, Hisui, take her place, as she and her highness bear a great resemblance to each other, something owing to the fact that they are distant blood relatives. I was confident no one would notice the switch. I was right. That is why, when proceedings commenced, it was Lady Hisui who became possessed by the terrible fiend they summoned, and now, well, you can see for yourself what has become of her. To mitigate such disaster, severe restrictions on who can enter and exit Shisui of the Violet Tides have always been in place. In fact, even the Ruby Princess is forbidden by law to leave its gates. When wraith after wraith began appearing, however, I was left with little choice. I whisked Her Highness away to the village and had her pretend to be the Ruby Princess's sister, Kurenai. Kurenai, that was the name I had before my mother passed away and I assumed the title of Ruby Princess. It was also the name Hisui would call me by growing up. For as far back as I can remember, she was here for me. From the best of times to the worst of times, all the laughter and tears we shared, Hisui, is this truly where it ends? Forgive me, Your Grace, this is my fault. If only there was a way I could go back and prevent all this. Shiosai, there is nothing to forgive. None of us could have predicted this would happen. You're no more to blame for what has happened than I am. Hero, now that you know everything, I hope you do not think any less of me for my lie. See, the horns that she has, I'm not exactly a fan of the shape of those horns. The horns that the dude has, pretty cool looking. I kind of wish that she could have those horns. But no, they're gender specific. Now that everything here has been settled, I shall be departing from Sui no Sato. The cure to Hisui's condition can only be found above. I know this because, as Ruby Princess, it was my duty to study all the available writings at the palace. Very well, Your Grace. Where would you have us go? No, Shiosai. I shall be embarking upon this quest on my own. You'll be staying here. People need you to protect them in my absence. Her Grace has made it clear she would have me remain behind. Master Hero, might you accompany her in my stead? Sure. While Lady Hisui's body remains, her soul is long departed. I fear that no amount of rest or magics can cure her. I can only hope that in traveling with you, it will make it easier for Her Grace to come to terms with the tragic fate of her friend. Until such a time as she must face this truth, however, I ask, nay, I beg, that you keep her safe. You're offering to accompany me on my travels. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you. I shall give you some time to prepare before leaving Sumino Sato. Please come find me as soon as you're ready to go. A part of your world. You are ready to depart. Excellent. Let us make for Onokoro. I believe we will best be served by beginning our search there. You see, while we have next to no contact with the outside world, we do receive the occasional visit from the Kojin of the Blue. During one such visit, I was given a tome filled with fairy tales. It was old, worn, and, from what I am given to understand, written in Kugane. In it was a story about a fisherman who sailed the Ruby Sea. While traveling, he came across a princess who had fallen into a years-long slumber. She was eventually awakened upon taking an elixir of some sort. What intrigues me, however, is the fact that many of the places this fisherman visited exists in the real world. It makes me wonder if perhaps this story is rooted in reality. The tale begins in Onokoro. I trust you will escort me there. Sure. Thank you. Now let us depart without any further ado. Trying to see if there's any quests popping up. I could play some on cards apparently, but they're not available. The Sword in the Stone, eh? That's the one I got. Alrighty, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and cut it here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull back home to Gredania. Didn't get to Yangsha yet. We got close. But we are getting there. Thank you all for watching. This has been part 78 of my live stream playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. If you'd like to go ahead and give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. Keep with the content. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. And no spoilers, please. And I will see you in the next video. Catch you then. Later. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. Come on.